Hello! Hey ho guys, welcome to the video. I don't need those glasses anymore. So beautiful evening today here in Littlehampton, UK. And yeah, so I'm back. I'm back to creating YouTube videos now and then. And I can't be more appreciated for your support when I released my short film story of Planaxis. Thank you so much. Nearly 2,000 views. Nearly 1,000 views on YouTube, nearly 2,000 views on Facebook. I can't be more appreciated, guys. I'm all those comments, all this love and criticism and you know, advices and everything. Thank you so much. And I want to say a big hello for the new subscribers. I will try to do my best to create more and more similar content as my story of Planaxis film. And I hope so you will enjoy it. Sadly I didn't win, happens how happens, but just today I received a €100 voucher to buy Tomorrowland merchandise. So that's kind of cool because my video was in the top, you know, in the top best videos list, so that's as well great success. At least something than nothing. And yeah, I want to congratulate the winner who win this golden ticket and stuff, and yeah, well done, mate. I hope so you will enjoy. And obviously his video, if you would like to see his video, link is in the description. Alright, so what's going on? Alright, so why I'm making this video today over here? Because I would like to share some to go deeper a little bit behind the story of Planaxis film, and obviously give you some other details about the film. The secret number one, not secret, how much it costs to make this kind of short, small video. So first of all, I spent nearly £300 to create this kind of small, up to 5 minutes video. And the cost was to create the traveler look, cost me £90, including diaries and compasses and all that kind of stuff. Then £110 I spent on petrol to travel all over UK. Then I spent £80 on a hotel, because when we went to Cornwall, we went day before the actual main filming day, so we needed somewhere to sleep, so that as well was £80. So at the end it's nearly around £300, not including the food and other costs. Plus the Steve Payne and Crimson Crabs Audio was doing all this stuff as a favor, for free, just trying to help me. So that as well saved me a lot of money, because at the end if I would pay for them it would be extra £100 or £200, so around £500 to create such a short, small, but at the same time interesting video. So about the location, so there was only 3 locations where I filmed this film. So there was a Littlehampton, which you see behind me. It was actually behind me as well, filmed one of the shots. Then obviously in my home, where is the room part, and obviously there was a Chichester, where you see at the beginning the castle, and there was a Cornwall, where you saw this magical forest and this amazing castle in the middle of the water. And yeah, so I highly recommend to visit Cornwall, because it's most magical place I ever probably visit ever in my life. And I'm more than lucky to be and to live not that far away from Cornwall. So yeah, I create all film and wrote the story in a 2 weeks period. So at the beginning, before I start writing the story, there was only 2 stories in my head. So first story was like that my friend walking by the lake, he sees the necklace in the lake, he tried to reach it, drops into the water, bam bam bam, magical music going on, and then he rises up or dives out the water, and he is in the Planaxis world. And the other idea was that the traveler traveling all over the place, and at the end of everything he found the Planaxis. About the story itself, I would like to give some interesting details. So in the story, in the film, you hear that I'm saying Sadly, he died back in. I was talking about my grandfather, and I said this. Sadly, he died back in 1992, the same year I was born. So this is real fact from my life. My grandfather actually died back in 1992, the same year when I was born. So then another interesting fact about from the story was that I tried to analyze his diary in the past 13 years. So why this 13 years? Because back in 2005, the first Tomorrowland festival happened. So 2018 minus 2005 equals 13. So that's why I pick up this number called 13. Plus, about this P will guide you to Planaxis. Maybe some of the people don't understand this part, and I hope so you understand it. So in my language, in Lithuanian language, south is pietus, starts from letter P. So that's why I decided to use this magical sentence as P will guide you to Planaxis. It's sounds a little bit more mystic and full of mystery. And my autofocus stopped catching me, so I just went to manual. So moving forward, what's next? About Stephen Payne. So Stephen Payne is the grandfather at the beginning of the film. He's an amazing guy. He's a big deal in TV and film industry. Why? Because he's the guy who creates various stuff like necklaces, helmets, and all that kind of stuff for TV series like Games of Thrones, Doctor Who. This is more English TV series. And he been in films like Gladiator. He's as well, a lot of his work was in Harry Potter films as well. So he's kind of big deal, and I can't be more appreciated and more, I don't know, happy to actually know this kind of guy in person, because he's really interesting, really interesting guy, and his home looks like museum. That's for sure. Plus Crimson Crafts Audio, I helped those guys a lot in the past, so I can't be more appreciated for that you helped me guys to actually make the professional voiceovers for the film, which made which raised all the quality up to the top. And I think that's it. Oh, and the most so there is another two things which I would like to talk about as well, about during the filmmaking, during the production of the story of Planaxis. So the most magical and the most epic scene was filmed in this film. It was the time when I take that necklace and the butterfly actually passed my hand, and that was the most magical and the most ridiculously amazing scene I ever filmed. It's completely unplanned and completely unwritten, and it's not in some kind of after effects or whatever. And this is completely from nature thing, and just like perfect timing. So yeah, but obviously from filmmaker that shot was overexposed a bit, but I'm not very sad about it anyway. And the next point was about a lot of people was actually commenting about it. As you may know, and if you follow me on YouTube and watching my videos, you see that I always making a perfect drone shots. And with this drone shot, with the last drone shot, where you see a little bit wobbling around and all that kind of stuff happened, it was a bit different story. Because I was forced to film everything from one single shot. I was in this small island, and the water was rising that fast that actually I needed to make everything from the first and one shot. And just because at the beginning I was like standing behind and trying to control the drone from actual sound of the drone, that's as well a little bit killed the shot, because it was really hard for me to control it. And later there some helicopters came in, and if you're not a drone pilot, but if you are a drone pilot, you probably know that drone and helicopters are not very big friends, and it's quite dangerous to fly a drone when the helicopters flying around. So that's why I as well try to lay down the drone as fast as I can as a nice drone pilot. And then the other thing was that the moment I raised the drone, there was like 20 kids with a surfboard came to the water, and there was as well a big problem because I was waiting. My drone battery was dying, and I was waiting till those kids will pass, and I was praying that those kids not gonna stop in the middle of the shot, and I was like ready to film. Behind me there was a lot of tourists watching to the drone because it was like in the, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So everything comes together to that shot, and it just happens how happens. I was forced to use a first take I ever make, and I couldn't actually change it, because if I would change it, you would definitely see that something is different, and there is no continuous shot as actually what I wanted to make. So that's happened as well. So deeply apologize about this small fail, but there was no place to go for me. So I just want to let you know that I'm not a lazy bastard, and it was just a ridiculous situation in all this. I started my filming journey almost a year ago, and you see already how far I went, and it's only the beginning. So I can't be more appreciated that you are the part of this journey. So see you in the next video.